Alrighty there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Alrighty, happy Halloween, trick or treat. Alrighty, let's see what the stars have in plan for you, my friends. Alright, first off, we have I trust in my gift. Okay, it's beautiful affirmation for you, Aquarius. And then we also have safety and comfort. Okay, safety and comfort. This is really important, especially with the holidays and everything. Okay, it's important for you to know that you are safe, that you are comfortable, that you are surrounded by love and light. All right, so I'm going to read your sign here. Aquarius, when it comes to the matters of the heart, Aquarius, the water bearer of the zodiac, requires a partner who is honest and intelligent. Rather than needing passion, this sign values creativity and intellect. In love, they value a mental connection over a passionate one. Aquarius often looks for friendship as the basis for a partnership. They can sometimes seem aloof and distant, and they value their individuality. Their generosity can be conditional. They'll only dedicate time and energy to those who've proven themselves through acts of kindness. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, Aquarius. So I have some, I have a love spell for you. Okay. Ooh, call in a lover. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. This spell will help you attract a new lover. Draw a bath, gather a rose quartz crystal, rose petals, espin, salt, and honey. Before you add the ingredients to the bath, taste the honey and call in the goddess of love, Venus. Venus was poisoned by honey, so make sure the honey is good and will protect and honor her. This will ensure that she brings you your desires. Mix the ingredients into the water, then enter the bath. Close your eyes and consider what you want to attract: a fling, a long term partner, or something else. Speak your intention out loud before leaving the bath. Ooh, I like that. A little call in a lover spell there. That's nice. Okay. Also I have for you a celestial card, a love card, and a crystal card. Okay. So let's see. Oh God. Let's see what we got here for you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So let's see what your celestial love says. Okay, the sun. The sun represents ego, truth, and the strength you have within. It illuminates the best parts of you and helps you share those parts with others without losing your sense of self. The sun pushes you to brighten every situation and relationship with the truest, most authentic parts of your personality. The sun is also associated with making sure you get what you deserve when it comes to love and romance. The power of the sun reminds you to never settle. I like that. That's a good one. Okay, crystal love. Let's see. Ooh, carnelian agate. This stone will help you to take your sex life to the next level. Call on carnelian agate to clear any hangups you might have around love, sex, or intimacy. This crystal promotes vitality and courage and increases trust and open communication within relationships. To tap into the carnelian agate, stimulating a positive energy, place this on the sacral chakra, which is located under the belly button, and lay down on your back. It will restore and detox the energy in this powerful religion of the body. Ooh, I like that. That sounds good. Okay, so that is your uh, little crystals for love card. Okay, now we're going to see your past, present, and future with my fun office cards here. Okay, Nine of Wands. Okay, so you have a Dwight here, and he is obviously like contemplating a lot. There's he's like about to shovel something or dig something up. I feel like he's working on something, but the sun is like almost like I feel like the sun is setting in the background. He does work on a beet farm, um, and there's some wands here, right? So he has a job as like a office worker, right? And like he later like admits that he doesn't have to work Dunder Mifflin, right? He doesn't have to be a salesman. He can just work on the farm and make a living that way. But I feel like he's longing for something more because it's being a farmer is like very isolating for him, and he had a very isolated childhood. He like grew up with only like his family, like very German restricted strict family with homeschooling and things like that. So he yearns for something more. He wants to connect to others in a bigger way. And he ends up meeting like the love of his life. He ends up becoming best friends with Michael and then Jim eventually. So he has a very interesting perspective on life in a very restrictive sense or manner of like hardworking and farmer and like all that kind of stuff. But then he also has that like fun, let loose and do something crazy and wild side to himself as well. Okay, so you might be focusing on the work part and not so much the fun part, right? You got to focus on both. Work life balance, right? Okay, Knight of Swords up, Roy, Knight of Swords in the current position. Roy was always a very annoying character, right? He always was treating Pam poorly. He was never really liking her. He was never really doing her any favors. And she didn't care about her emotions. And then when she had Jim and as her best friend, he got jealous and he was very quick to um, action, to put it lightly. He was very quick to get aggressive and even at times violent and raise his voice and have a temper about him. Okay, there. So, Aquarius, I would just, use caution when dealing with people like that. Or if you are someone to, um, like, be quick to react, just use caution. But I just feel like it's something to do with someone who you're close with that can be like, maybe they're like a good, romantic partner. Well, I don't know about romantic, but like Rory wasn't really romantic, but I would say like maybe they're good if you get my drift in certain ways, but in other ways they're not so good. So maybe use caution with that and knowing that you can move forward. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, okay. See, we got the Empress here in the future. Yeah, like your happily ever after, your beautiful fairy tale story, it's all going to come true. Things are going to work out. You're going to see your success. You're going to see your abundance. You're going to see your motherly, nurturing qualities manifest and come true. And maybe not in the literal sense, but maybe like more of a metaphor, or maybe you're like emotionally taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. And I feel like, Pam had to like break up with Roy in order to find herself, right? To be the artist that she wanted to be and to tap into her more emotional side and creative side. Because Roy was really blocking that, right? He was taking her like for a ride, basically. Like he wasn't looking at her as like a deeper level person. He was only seeing surface level. So you have to be careful around surface level people because it seems like you currently are probably dealing with some very surface level people, but you want to be around deeper, more mindful, more thoughtful people that recognize and see you on a deeper, more meaningful level and how you see yourself, right? And I feel like you see yourself in this beautiful Empress, like a Venus energy, right? The Venus is the sign of love, right? So you might have some Venus in your Aquarius, right? For example, or that's like placements and birth charts and stuff like that. But Venus is the goddess of love, right? So you're doing a ritual of love to yourself, right? By making a bath for yourself, you're taking care of yourself. So even if you're in a relationship where the person isn't like giving you all this emotional fulfillment, they're not like doing all these like romantic gestures, you are still doing those things for yourself, and that's how you're nurturing yourself and loving yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. All right, let's see what's the next sign. Ooh, we got Leo. Leo in the building. All right, Leos. When it comes to romance, Leo goes big. Represented by the lion, Leo has a generous heart that wants to give, and then give some more. They'll lavish attention, gifts, and compliments on the ones they desire. They never hold back their emotions and don't expect others to either. They are known for their strength of character and unwavering commitment to those they adore. On a bad day, they can be a tad dramatic. After all, they are prone to big expressions when it comes to matters of the heart. Yeah, I know some people with Leo and in their chart, their sign, and it's interesting because Leo, it doesn't really take like a lot to like annoy them or agitate them because they're already like so like, I don't want to say hypersensitive because that can be like misconstrued and like offensive, but when they're upset it can be a lot. Like it's like, whoa, I know you're upset, but you don't have to be like that dramatic about it. But like that's their like fiery passion that they get or something like that. I don't know really, but we're gonna find out, Leo. Okay, so I know you're watching this, Leo, and you're like, oh great, like you don't like Leos. No, I have Leo in my chart. I have nothing against Leos. It's just when I feel like I'm channeling my Leo energy, I feel like I am very passionate and very fiery personality, and I don't want to not be heard. Okay? Now if you're dealing with someone who is not really using that energy in the right sense, that can be a lot too. So be careful, because if you're a Leo, but you're up against another Leo that's like overshadowing you or like overbearing or over dominating, like domineering kind of energy, you can feel stifled. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're doing the stifling. Okay. But if you are, don't do it. But I'm just saying, like, Leo energy can sometimes not, like, it needs to be channeled in the right way. You know what I'm saying? So be careful of Leos that aren't doing that. Okay, Leos? Okay. All right, so let's see what your crystal for love is. Okay, rhodochrosite. Oh my, that's a big word. That is a big long word. Okay, so rhodochrosite can improve your outlook on love and romance, especially if you're feeling defeated or uninspired. I cannot say this. Rhodochrosite has purifying powers that soothe emotional stress and deflect negative energy. Turn to the pink stone to increase feelings of positivity and optimism in your dating life or partnership. Keeping this stone close to your heart chakra in your coat pocket or a chain can also help you gain a better sense of yourself within a relationship, which can lead to more confidence and love. Yeah, that's a good one for you, Leo, is because if you're not very confident with yourself, that can lead to you know a lot of struggles, right? And then if you're with someone who is also I mean, they're like, a lot of people will hide their confidence, right? And like they'll hide their insecurities, right? It's like, don't hide your confidence and don't hide your insecurities. Just be open and honest about what you're insecure about, and be open and honest about what you're confident about. You don't have to like suppress your feelings and suppress your emotions and then all of a sudden just erupt like a giant volcano or like a roaring lion, right? So it's good to remember that when you're struggling to express your emotions. Okay, you don't want to be like overly domineering to the point where like no one else can speak, or you don't feel like anyone else has room to speak, but you also don't want to be like too reserved to where you don't speak up and say anything at all, especially when you feel like you need to. Okay. Now we have celestial love. Ooh, Pluto. Yeah, this is a good one. I've been hearing a lot about Pluto lately. So let's see what's up, Pluto. In astrology, Pluto is the most passionate planet. It's hot and cold. Nature turns up the passion and desire in a relationship, and it can add intensity to romance, which can keep things extra fresh. Pluto can also help you be open to transforming the way you treat yourself and the people you care about as your needs and wants evolve through time. If you resist this evolution, then you won't be able to grow into the type of relationship you want or receive the love that your soul yearns for. Yeah, you don't want to resist the evolution. Okay, there's an evolution taking place. Okay, you might have started off like keeping things to yourself, which is not a normal Leo thing to do. And then after time, you just got really bitter and resentful about it, and then you just like erupted, and now everything is seeming so chaotic, right? Like Pluto is. I hear things with stories about Pluto all the time, and I'm like, you know what? I still don't get it, but I'm starting to. But basically, like, you want to be able to express yourself, but you also don't want to like have to like keep your mouth shut all the time. And you also don't have to like go over and extend yourself all the time. There has to be a balance. Okay, Leo. And easier said than done. Especially when it comes to Pluto, is what I'm hearing, is what I'm sensing, is what I'm feeling. Okay. But you can do it. I know you can, Leo. I have Leo in my chart. I don't remember what house it's in, but what the placement is, but I'm pretty sure about Leo, and I'm pretty sure that Pluto is something that you can learn to like not ignore, right? Because that would not be good, but also control. There you go. There's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so let's see what your cards are, your office cards here. Oh, okay. King of Wands. There's Michael, the sunflowers. Yes, beautiful energy, King of Wands. I love that, Leo. You know, you can be fun, you can be charming, you can be witty, you can be really like flirty and cool and calm and collected, but you also can be very wild, right? And like just have so much balls of energy, you just want to do everything all at once, right? And it's about coming to that place where you're like, I know when it's a good time to go all at once and be fully passionate and fun, and I know when it's to draw back, right? There's that pull, right? There's that give and take, right? And I feel like the more I learn about Pluto, the more I feel like that's what Pluto is kind of about, especially with Leo, because Leo, you know, when I think of Leo, I think of like passionate, very, I think Leo's fire. I should know that. I think fire, but Leo is like fiery, right? I feel like, I don't know why I feel like that, but here's Michael with his fiery wand, right? So Michael knows how to be off the walls, right? But he also, once he meets Holly, once he gets some time getting to know people and goes through some pretty tough, challenging relationships in his life, he starts to realize like he doesn't need to be so off the walls all the time. He doesn't need to be so overly charming, right? All the time. Like in his mind, it's charming. To people watching, it's like, okay, that's a little much, Michael. But you don't have to worry so much now. I feel like you found that balance, or at least you are aware of it. Okay. And then we have here, happy birthday, Oscar, Four of Pentacles, Phyllis and Angela. Yeah. You're not always going to see eye to eye with other Leos. You're not always going to be able to get along with every personality. Sometimes you're going to have your ideas and they're going to have their ideas. And you just kind of have to like just deal with it. Like you can't make them see your point of view as hard as you might try. And that's happens sometimes. And I feel like you might currently be dealing with like that. Like I said, like there's other Leos who don't like know about astrology and don't know about tarot cards and don't know about meditation. And if you meet them and you're like, I'm Leo, or I have some Leo in my chart, and I know how to calm myself, and I know how to be cool and calm and collected, and when the timing is right, right? Like you've got it all together, Leo, right? Especially if you're reading my video, by the way. Thank you. But there might be other signs and there might be other Leos that just don't understand. And you might try and try as hard as you might to explain it like, this is the best way, this is the real good solution here. Just do it already. Like, it's so easy. I'm giving you all the right answers. And they just will flat out refuse to listen, no matter what you say. Um, it happens, right? So you might be currently dealing with something like that. Okay, or someone like that. All right, Ace of Swords, Dundies, New Ideas and Mental Clarity Award. Yes, I love it. New ideas and mental clarity. You can get there, Leo. You can get some new, fresh ideas. You can have some mental clarity, and you can realize that it doesn't matter so much anymore to you what everyone else is doing or what everyone else thinks. Because what matters to you is like finding that rhythm and finding that balance that works for you. Okay, Leo? All right, that's what I have for you. Love and light always, Leos. Okay, what sign is next? Aries. All right, here we go, Aries. Never one to shy away from a challenge. Fiery Aries relishes putting in all the work that is needed to win the hearts of those they desire. Once committed, Aries will pour their passion into the relationship to ensure a deep and intense romance. When Aries is in love, they will keep their partner on their toes with flamboyant declarations of love that show off their passionate nature and keep the spark burning. Aries takes it upon themselves to ensure the fire never burns out in a relationship. I love that. That's a good one, Aries. Okay, so let us see what your crystal for love is, Aries. Sunstone. Okay, let's go. Sunstone protects you from people who deplete your energy or take advantage of your kindness. If someone in your love life is taking more than they give in return, Sunstone is your ally. This peach-colored stone will help protect you from those who don't have your best interests at heart and minimize their influence over your life. To clear your energetic sphere, place Sunstone in your living room or where you're entertained to change and clear their energy. I like that, Sunstone. Yeah, that's a good one, Aries. All right, celestial love. Mars. Oh God, not Mars. Mars is a troublemaker, so I've heard. Okay, Mars is the planet of action and passion. It can help give you the confidence to take a leap of faith, whether you're asking someone out, saying yes to a date, or taking your relationship to the next level. Mars is also about putting in the energy and effort to make something work, as Mars represents being assertive and expressing your desires and sensual needs. This directness and frankness can lead to friction if it's not being received by a compassionate and understanding partner. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so be cautious when you're partnering up with somebody, like energetically, because if you're inviting them over or if you're just letting them into like your world for like even a minute or a second, there can be certain energies you pick up on that are like, whoa, that's a lot. Like, I didn't expect that reaction, to like, showing your place for the first time, or like showing a little bit more personal side to your life, right? Being vulnerable, being open. So it's definitely good advice there, especially if there's like that Marsian energy. No, I just made that up. But anyways, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Ooh, Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, Michael, Page of Swords. You're not willing to give up like your integrity or like the hard work that you've come so far. Like, you've gained so much, you've done so much hard work, and you really just like don't want to like just surrender that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to give up and just admit defeat, especially if like you've done something, or like I feel like you haven't really done anything to deserve like some kind of like feeling that you've been attacked or like you need to defend yourself. So let's see what the cards say. Oh God. Death. Death. The Grim Reaper, it's Creed. Oh no. Yeah, like you're currently dealing with like some pretty like scary stuff. Some scary stuff. Yeah, like there's a feeling in the air and it's Halloween. Hello, it's Halloween. But there's a feeling in the air that you've kind of like been defeated. Yeah, there's like this feeling in the air, this sense in the air that you've been like defeated in some way, or you've had to like admit defeat, like you failed in some way. But also it's like transformative because it's like you already know that you haven't failed, or like you've already know that you have succeeded, or like I'm not gonna say cheated death, okay, but like you kind of already are so aware of what the meaning of death is, or how it's affected you on some deeper level, that you're not really like so afraid or scared of it, right? It's like you have Halloween is tomorrow or today or whenever you're watching it, right? This video, hopefully you guys are watching this video. But anyways, yeah, it's just like, you have to sometimes go through that deathly breakup, that deadly scenario, right? That cautious, like you've been warned, you've been told to be cautious, but you did something anyway you weren't supposed to do, right? And now you're like, well, you live and you learn, I suppose. All right, so let's see what the third card is. Here we go. Oh, Seven of Cups. It's Gabe Lewis. And then he's got all these little cups here. There's a heart, a crown, a bedsheet ghost, golden mask, a mirror, and some coffee brewing. Okay, then. And he's got a samurai sword. That's right. Gabe was really into like the Japanese culture or something like that. I forget. But he likes samurai stuff. So yeah, like you have a lot of questions on your mind. You're wondering about a lot of different things. Maybe wondering a lot about maybe you're wondering about a little too much, right? Maybe there's a little too much going on there. Maybe you just need to like settle your mind a little bit and remember, like, at the end of the day, it's like you don't need to overthink things. You don't need to like constantly have so much going on at once. You can minimize it, right? You can slow it down, right? You can just kind of like take your power back, right? Like take control back. Like I feel like you let other people steer the wheel for you for a little while, and now you're trying to like get control back. Like you're trying to steer the wheel back in the direction like you want it to go back right into. And I get that. It's a difficult situation to be in when you're like constantly letting other people like tell you what they need from you, but really you need to just focus on yourself, right? So and that's the thing about Gabe is like he he was oblivious to a lot of things, right? He was like his self-awareness wasn't always there, right? And then later on he became a little bit more self-aware, and he started realizing like he needed to make some significant changes. And then like even in the end he was still kind of like oblivious. But you have to just sort of like take whatever lesson you learned about like, you know, like not mastering death. Like that seems a little bit like too like of a reach, but I feel like you more so need to like remember like it's okay to defend yourself and stand your ground. Like Michael did a lot of like weird things that were not appropriate, but he still like always was like, well, this is me, this is who I am. I know I don't always say the right thing or do the right thing, but like at least I'm trying. Right. And then at times, obviously, um, he had to be stopped. He had to be told, like, no, enough's enough already, right? And I feel like you've already kind of experienced that. You've already kind of had this, like, epiphany of, like, okay, I'm doing too much. I need to slow down and maybe not do so much overthinking, but just take some time to reflect. I feel like is the message here with that. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. All right, let's see what sign is next. We got 2 more signs to go. Ooh, Scorpio. Scorpios. Where are you, Scorpios? Okay, I know some Scorpios. Scorpio has an intuitive nature that allows them to understand other people's feelings on a deep level. They often define their relationship early on, even in their first encounter and conversation with a potential partner. There's no doubt that they like to go deep. Once they have connected with the person they like, they will seek a commitment with them. All right, Scorpios. So, there's no doubt that they like to get deep. Once they've connected with the person they like, they will seek a commitment with them. Their heart is bottomless and they're intense. Rapturous vibe means they will love unconditionally. Just don't irritate Scorpio, as their stinger can come out when they are displeased. I know that one. I know all about that. Okay, Scorpios. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, that's could not be more true. So, crystals for love, Scorpio. Let's see. Ooh, moonstone. I like that for you. Moonstone awakens emotions and passion. This opalescent stone can bring up deep wells of emotion you didn't know you had. If you feel like your love life or relationship has become stagnant, call on Moonstone to shake things up. It also helps us get in touch with our sensual needs and desires. To jazz things up in bed or improve intimacy, keep Moonstone on your nightstand. Ooh, I like that. Okay, there's your Moonstone card. Let's see your celestial love. We got Jupiter. Jupiter. That's fun to say. Yay, Jupiter. Aww. Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansiveness, and wisdom. This means. Yeah, you like saying Jupiter? Yeah, Jupiter. Okay. You're trying to say it? Jupiter? Yeah. Jupiter can help deepen your sentiments and expand your heart, your capacity for love and tolerance, for understanding those for understanding those who have different views. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, those who have different views. Hi. Elevated when okay. Jupiter? Are you trying to say Jupiter? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying it. Okay. This planet brings cosmic luck and excitement to romance, a great first date, satisfying intimacy in a new relationship, fun adventures with a partner. The positivity that Jupiter bestows upon you will make you feel optimistic about love. I can see that, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's see what your first card is. Oh my god, it's the Lovers. See? Aw, beautiful. There you go. See, everything's working out, Scorpio. No need to worry. Oh, Page of Cups. There's Nellie. Nellie was the British woman. Yeah. And she was. Oh, yeah? Is that right? Okay, and so she was always. She was an interesting character. She didn't like magicians because she had a terrible breakup with one. She took Andy's job and was giving him a hard time. She was like slightly insecure, but she also lived like had a very fun side to her, a very like almost like I want to say like it was like childlike. But like it's okay, sweetie. It was like almost childlike, in many ways, but also was like fun and in a lot of ways as well. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Love you. Bye. Bye bye. See you later. Yeah. See you later. Bye bye. So that's really cool. I like that. Okay. Now we have here, oh, okay, temperance. There you go, temperance. There's Stanley. So, yeah, I mean, this reading to me is like quite simple, honestly. Like, your love life is working out in your favor. You have a very like fun side to you, but also it's like you also know how to like get your way somehow by like defying people, but you don't do it in like a very aggressive way or a very like overly determined way or anything like that. It's just like you're very like, no, I'm gonna do it my way. That doesn't work. No. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like so nonchalant about it. Some people will be like, excuse me, you're defying me, what? Right? So it's kind of like unlike you, Scorpio, to be honest. But here you are. Like you're happy, you're in love, you're having a good time, you're doing what you love, and then you have temperance. And that can pretty explain it all, right? Is maybe this new relationship, maybe this romantic partner is actually keeping you calm, right? Maybe it's actually like keeping you from being upset and stuff like that, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but something tells me, Scorpio, that this person that you're with is keeping you happy and content. So you have no complaints. You have nothing to complain about because you're happy and you're in love. And um, yeah, and there you go. Just, as long as your cup is filled, as long as your emotional needs are met, you're fine. Like, you don't have any worries. Like, you have no cares in the world. It's only when, like, you get upset because, like, maybe your emotions are tied to your relationship. Like, if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. Like, I feel like maybe. I don't know. You let me know. All right, let's see what the last final card is. Oh, we got Capricorn. Finalizing things, Capricorn. All right, let's see. Known for being determined and ambitious, Capricorn is always ready to put the effort and passion into a relationship. Loyalty is important to this sign, represented by the seagull, and as long as their partner reciprocates, there is no limit to Capricorn's love. They are not prone to entertaining relationships quickly. They'll choose to commit to someone with whom they have a deep connection. Memories are important to Capricorn, and they love making new ones with someone they love. There you go, Capricorns. All right, let's see what your crystals for love are. Okay, we got lapis lazuli. I know this one. Good communication is key to a successful relationship, and lapis lazuli supports clear and thoughtful communication. Hold this lovely blue stone in the palm of your hand or keep it in your pocket when you need help finding the right words, expressing your emotions, or navigating a difficult conversation. Lapis lazuli can also help you when you need to mend fences or decrease the drama, there you go, of your love life. Yeah. Capricorn, that happens to you a lot where you have to have a lot of difficult conversations with a lot of difficult people. I don't know why they all just storm over to you and just like bombard you with all their stuff. I don't know, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Okay, maybe it's your very wise like persona or aura or something that you give off. I'm not sure. Uh, no, we are pretty good listeners. We are pretty good listeners, but you have to be careful with that because you don't want to be just become the listener. You also want to be heard as well, and that's why that's a good stone to have. And that's a good thought to remind yourself is like, I know I have to go and have a difficult conversation with someone, even though usually everyone's coming to me with their stuff and asking me for my unsolicited advice and then getting mad because that's what they asked for. Um, But sometimes it's you who has to go and say, look, like, as much as, I appreciate, spending time with you, right? Like a breakup. I feel like it's just about a breakup. Why is it about a breakup? Or like like setting rules for a relationship or something like that. You have to just sit down with the person and just say, look, like, I can't do that. Like, that's great and all, but it's just, I'm not going to be a part of that conversation, or I don't want to get involved, or whatever the case may be. So that's a good piece of advice for you there, Capricorn. Now we have celestial love. Ah, Saturn. Oh, Capricorn's ruling planet. I've been hearing about this a lot lately too. Okay. So Saturn gets a bad rep when it comes to matters of the heart. Yes, this planet is associated with words like austere, demanding, and restrictive, but it also the glue that holds people together, which is especially useful in a committed relationship. This planet creates a bond that cannot easily be broken and can lead to longevity in a partnership. If two people are committed to working out their problems, Saturn will ensure they stay together, as it rewards those who put in the effort. Saturn can also point to karmic and past life relationships between individuals and help them explain why they find each other in their present lives. Yep. Well, I have been in what you would call long-term committed relationship for going on 7 years. And I would say that just because it's like the longest long-term relationship I've ever had, that that could not be more true. Like, Capricorn's, your ruling planet is Saturn, so basically, like, um, I don't know how it all works. I don't, but I'm learning, and I think that the more time and energy that's good and healthy and positive that you put into the relationship, the higher chance, like the higher success rate. If you're putting in negative energy, if you're putting in no time at all, if you're putting in little to no effort, that is not going to make the relationship last. It's not. So when you're battling and with, like, you shouldn't even be battling really, but when you're dealing with something that, like, is super hard for your partner and you're there witnessing it, and you know that they've changed or they're different because they're going through a really, really difficult time, and you want to help them, but you can't do the work for them. They have to put the work in themselves. That can be really, it's hard to stay and keep everything glued together, right? So that's an important thing to remind yourself, Capricorn, is like, you're not able to, like, keep everything together if there's someone constantly trying to pull away. So sometimes you gotta have to just let them fly away and see if they come back, right? There's like a quote about that or whatever. But honestly, like, that's the best advice. Like, you can only do so much, but then once you've, like, slapped on the glue and tried to keep it all together, if it sticks, it sticks. If not, at least you tried. So that's the important thing to take away from this is, like, don't think for a second that, like, it's your fault if things don't work out, or it's your fault that you didn't try hard enough. You naturally try a lot harder than most people. Okay, Capricorn. So keep that in mind. Next time someone tries to, like, blame you for their actions and not take responsibility for their role. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, 10 of Cups. See, happily ever after. Beautiful energy. There's Jim and Pam. Their two little kids playing at the playground. Beautiful sunset. Pie. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, pie. Well, they have pie in one of the episodes. Paintbrushes and a stapler in the jello. See, there is happily ever after all. And you know that more than anyone. You know the emotional fulfillment is a possibility. It doesn't have to just be a fantasy, and it doesn't have to just be something you only alone work at. Jim and Pam, they both equally worked on their relationship, especially during the hard times. If they had just like called it quits and just said, you know what, we're not even going to try, what's the point, then right, where would we all be, right? This is like a very important like the moral of the story, I guess, is like relationships do require work, and they do require dedication, and you have to be fulfilling those emotional needs. That to me, I think, is the most important piece of advice, Capricorn, that I can give you as a Capricorn that's been in a long-term committed relationship. Okay? It's because you're putting the time and energy into something, and you're putting good times and good energy. That's the key takeaway. Is you can put a lot of negative energy and a lot of negative times into something. And is that going to be emotionally fulfilling? No, it's going to be emotionally draining. So if you no, we can't always just like slap a grin on our face. And we can't always just hi there. We can't always just slap a grin on our face and just pretend like everything's okay. Sometimes things are not okay. Sometimes we do struggle. But the point is that you're not always, like you're not creating that struggle. Like you're not trying to disrupt things or dismantle things. Like sometimes things just naturally start going out of control, and then you and your partner together can try to bring things back together. Basically, it's like what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, world's best boss, 10 of Wands. There's Michael, stressed out as ever. Look at him, this paper mache. Yeah, so there's you go, world's best boss ever. I used to have a mug like this. I don't know what happened to it. But anyways, so yeah, like this is like it can be overwhelming. And that's the thing too, Capricorn, is like don't feel like this reading is meant to tell you in any way that like, oh, go work on your relationship. You're not doing good enough. Like I hate that. Like so many tarot readers will be like, oh, like my message is for you to work harder and like work better yourself. And I'm like, okay. Like, thanks. No, but I'm just saying that, you already are doing so much, Capricorns. You're already doing a lot, and it can be stressful and it can be overwhelming at times. So make sure that you are reminding your partner and if you're not with somebody, reminding yourself that you're already doing more than enough. You're already doing your best. Like, don't give up on taking care of yourself, and don't give up on your relationship if you're struggling emotionally with it. Just remind your partner that there has to be an equal give and take. And when things feel out of balance, that's when the problems start to arise. So just that's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying go try harder. I'm not saying go and tell your partner they're not trying hard enough. I would never say that. But just do your best. That's it. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be a little. It's only how you measure it. Okay. And then we have here 5 of Wands, the sumo wrestlers. Yes. The survivor challenge when Michael was trying to look for his replacement. There's Dwight and Andy. I'm wearing my Survivor boss, by the way. I'm a huge Survivor fan. I love Survivor. I hope to go on there one day when my kids are older, and win the $1 million, right? How crazy would that be? But anyways, yeah, so basically, you are going to get into conflicts, you are going to get into challenges, you're going to have to, fight a little bit there, against challenging people and challenging situations, okay? But you can do it, Capricorn. You guys are very headstrong, you're very determined, you're, very like strong-willed. You have a lot of power in yourself. You have a lot of integrity. You're very hard workers. Just remember to take a break every now and then and relax and have a good time and don't stress so much. And remember to know that like you deserve the reward. That's a huge thing on Survivor too, is the rewards, right? They're the players are broken down mentally, physically, like their emotions are all out of whack. They're struggling. They want to survive. They want the $1,000,000. And then if they win, they get the reward, right? The challenges, there's rewards for the challenges. So make sure that if you've just come through a struggle, 10 of Wands, you've just come over a long hurdle, long bumpy road there, and you're stressed out, remember to give yourself a reward, okay? Because the 5 of Wands, there's always going to be some kind of conflict. But, if the challenge is worthy of you and you want to do it, challenge yourself. Try to overcome the challenge and get the reward, but just make sure it's on your terms and it's what you really want. Okay? Same goes for relationships. All right, so now I'm going to read you a love affirmation, another celestial love, and a love meditation. Alrighty, so let it go. Many of us carry baggage from past romances, heartbreak, disappointment, guilt, fear of repeating past mistakes. That baggage can weigh heavily on a new relationship and prevent us from moving forward. That's true. This affirmation will help you give thanks for previous experiences and let them go. Close your eyes and imagine your past relationships like clouds floating across the sky. Observe them without judgment. Silently thank each cloud for what it has taught you, and repeat this phrase 3 times. Let it go. Let it go. Then let it drift out of sight. Bye-bye. Right? There we go. Wash away troubles. Okay, that's your love affirmation. Water is a powerful tool for healing and restoring your body and soul. In this meditation, you'll take a bath or shower to wash away any difficult emotions so that you can approach romance with positivity. As you bathe or shower, close your eyes and imagine all of the stress pouring out into the water. Picture any difficult emotions or memories washing away down the drain until the tension in your mind and body is released. As you step out of the shower or bath, speak these words. I am clean, cleansed, energized, and peaceful. This meditation is especially powerful for Pisces signs. So if you have Pisces in your chart, there you go, Pisces. Okay? And we have the moon. Oh, yes, the moon. The moon represents your emotions and intuition. It is associated with the private parts of your heart that you don't share with others but may want them to instinctively pick up on. The moon sheds light on your deeply held feelings, which can both intrigue you and prevent you from taking big leaps when it comes to love. The moon also reminds you to be emotionally careful and make decisions that align with your true feelings. Call on the power of the moon to help you avoid repeating past mistakes or falling back into the same situation over and over. Yep, that's some good advice right there. You don't want to enter into some kind of past relationship. You don't want to enter into a future relationship. All right, so you don't want to enter into a future relationship that reminds you of your past. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you enter into a relationship, just remember, like, you can't really take your past with you. But you also, are like, wow, this person is reminding me of some past person I was with, and now I've just lost faith in this new relationship. So it's kind of like, it's a lot, So just be careful and cautious moving forward with, like, any new relationships that are reminding you of, like, a toxic person from your past. Like, that's your intuition telling you, like, this person is, like, not good for you. Okay, I'm not saying, like, don't take a leap of faith and try something new. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, trust your intuition. Okay, so let's see these secret guardian cards. I got 2 secret guardian cards for you. Actually, 3, because the power of 3, right? Share. Sharing is caring. Okay, share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. Wiser words cannot be more truer. I love that. Sharing is caring. Okay, opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. Yep, that's true. Opportunity knocks. Open the door, right? And move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Interesting. So, there you go. Move. All right. Happy Halloween. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching.